Right, look at my bushy moustache. My moustache needs trimming, doesn't it? I could do a discussion on whether my moustache needs trimming or not, but really, it's fairly it's too obvious that it does for that. So, right, what, but BBC, Doctor Who, the longest, the longest, the world's longest running sci-fi series. It returns to the BBC tomorrow, and to celebrate this, I'm going to do a discussion on whether Tom Baker was the show was the definitive Doctor. Whether Tom Baker is still the definitive Doctor. He was the actor who played the character for the longest. He was in it for 7 years, I think, or well, from 1974 to 1981, which is 7 years really, and he regenerated into Peter Davison, who was also, ironically also played a vet in All Creatures Great and Small. But what am I going to say? I'm gonna post an episode of This Is Your Life with with the actor Tom Baker in it, the actor who played the Doctor, and also I'm also going to post an episode of Heaven and Earth, but I was just going to post the episode of Heaven and Earth, but I'm not sure it's a full episode. That's why I'm also posting the episode of This Is Your Life. It might I think it's only like a 13-minute. The one from the TV show Heaven and Earth. It's just only like a 13-minute clip featuring him. And I think the episodes of Heaven and Earth used to go on for considerably longer than that. So I'm posting the full episode of This Is Your Life featuring Tom Baker, just in case that isn't a full episode of Heaven and Earth. I'm currently reading Tom's autobiography. Who on earth is Tom Baker? And just for the record, I actually used to talk to him. Well, I've never actually met him, but I still talk. I still used to talk to him all the same. What it was, he had his own years ago. He still got his own official website, but he used to have a different version of it where you could actually ask him questions, and he'd answer them for you. But it was only like a one. It was answered like on a one question per person per month basis, and he wouldn't answer questions that were too personal, and I put my foot in it once. I asked him, I mentioned to him that my mother had just had a stroke. My mother had just come home from hospital at the time with the first stroke, and I put my foot in it and went and asked him, Has anybody in your family ever had a stroke? And pretty soon afterwards, I got a message from one of the moderators on this website saying that he didn't want to answer me this question because it was too personal. But apparently his father-in-law did have a stroke. He talks about this situation in the episode from Heaven on Earth. But I don't need to go into that really, do we? It's not a very cheerful subject. Strokes are not nice at the end of the day. My mother had two of them, and it had a terrible effect on my nervous system. So well, as I said, Tom was the longest running Doctor Who actor, but at the end of the day, what was he the definitive Doctor Who actor? And well, he's still remembered by a lot of us, isn't he? Well, obviously he's still alive, but we don't really know how long Doctor Who's going to go on for, do we? I mean, it's like Coronation Street. I was saying to my friend last night, Coronation Street has been being shown continually for since 1960, and it's never been stopped. Well, Doctor Who started back in 1963, and the BBC cancelled it in 1989. But repeats were shown of it every now and again, and you could get all, if you had a video recorder, you could get all the video, a lot of the VHS, a lot of the old stories are available on VHS. But I think it was 2005 that the show was brought back on TV. But basically, television's just a fantasy world, isn't it? I mean, it's just a load of rubbish, really. I mean, will anyone be able to travel through time? I actually met someone once who claimed to have travelled through time. It was the David H. Boyle. His name was. It was a guy who ran the Doctor Who exhibition and the conspiracy theories exhibition at Blackpool, and he told me he devised some method to travel through time. It was all, I couldn't quite take in what he was saying to me when he was explaining it. It was all very complicated. He said he travelled a small amount of distance into the future, but like millions of years into the past, and he come across and he's seen a dinosaur. Well, I mentioned to him how come the dinosaur didn't eat him, and he mentioned something about being protected by a guardian angel. He was a pretty eccentric bloke. I mean, I can't. I've got to admit that he just was. Whether I don't know whether he was just telling me all this because I seemed a bit gullible, really. But you don't know. I mean, I'd like to have it. I mean, I'm going to get an article published in one of the magazines of the official Doctor Who Appreciation Society. I was just telling my friend over the phone about this today. Just my friend who's in a, and I could, I could have a career as a writer. I think what I need to do is get a short story published, really. Once I've succeeded in having a short story published, I've had shed loads of poems published, 2 letters published in the local Guardian, and now 3 articles published in in the Doctor magazines, the Doctor Appreciation Society. Well, the third is coming. The third one's coming up soon. Well, what I need to do really is get a short story published, and I've written a few short stories. Once I've succeeded in getting one published, I think I'm halfway there to becoming a writer. You need a good CV to become a writer, don't you? But anyway, who knows? Maybe someday soon. My autobiography, Who on Earth is Philip Dalton, will be available from W.H. Smith. But just the thing is about Tom Baker. He refused to take part in the show's 30-year anniversary special, The Five Doctors, because he felt he'd left Doctor Who behind by that time, and he didn't want to be involved in it anymore. What the BBC did, they included footage of him from the serial Sharda, which had never been finished due to industrial action, strikes or whatever. It had never. The story Sharda had never been finished, and it as a result, it had never been shown. So they used footage from that, and they sort of worked it into the story that he'd been trapped in the time vortex. And so the Time Lord who was playing the game of Rassilon got all the other four Doctors out of their time streams, but he got stuck in this time vortex. But he would have had more of a if he wanted to take part in it, he would have had more of a. You would have seen more of him than what you did in the serial. But he has made a brief appearance in Doctor Who since then, as a curator, playing the curator of an art gallery. Once again it was in one of the Doctor Who anniversary specials. I'm not sure what it was. I don't know the day of the Doctor Who. It was in one of the Doctor Who's. I think the 50th anniversary special. I think he played the creator of an art gallery. But it was sort of left to your imagination whether he was one of the it was sort of left to your imagination whether he really was the creator of an art gallery or one of the old incarnations of the Doctor come back to life again for this. It wasn't really made clear. With some things, it's left to the. I think some things are left more to the viewer's imagination, aren't they? But that was his last ever appearance in Doctor Who, anyway. But this is what one more for the Doctor Who experts. This anyway. This. I'm going to put the episodes in the description that I've been referring to. And the subject of this discussion is, was Tom Baker the definitive Doctor Who actor?